Hello and welcome to Coveo Bite-Sized Learnings. This video is the last of our 5-part series on capturing and reporting on custom analytics events and dimensions. Coveo Bite-Sized Learnings are as short as they are sweet, so let's get started. So we've customized our UI to send custom UI events to track different types of deflections and associated dimensions, as well as a satisfaction level metric to be sent along with all events to show the activity of people after they have indicated one or more articles they reviewed were unhelpful. Then, in the most recent video, we configured the Coveo Analytics system to capture those dimensions, so we're ready to build our reports. Let's start with creating a case deflection visualization. We can see we've got a self-service and case deflection report out of the box, so let's see what we've got there. If we edit the case deflection counter, we can see that this keeps track of unique visits where at least one result has been clicked on in a case creation page and where no case was submitted. This is a good implicit way to track case deflections, although our explicit feedback system we've built might give us some additional data points that are useful, so I'll go ahead and put together my report. To do that, I'll scroll down to the empty section and click on the Add Card button and then choose the Packed Bubble Chart. Right now I'm only interested in my deflection activity, so I'm going to click on the custom event type, then create my bubbles based on the intersection of article numbers and custom event counts. I know that I've sent some transactions with empty article number fields, so in the advanced settings I'll add in a filter to say that the field has to have a value greater than 0 to eliminate blank or not applicable values. I'll save and make sure my date range covers today, since that's when we added these dimensions. And voila, I've got a bubble chart. Now, this is just raw deflection activity, so if I'm looking to see standout articles in terms of great deflections or non-deflections, I can make copies and apply filters. I'll make 2 more copies, and for the first one we'll label it non-deflections, and add another filter to say that the event value is no. Save and then do the same thing for the maybe and yes options, calling the charts possible deflections and confirmed deflections. Setting the appropriate filters, and we can see which articles have had the most activity of each type. We can see there are a couple of standouts in the non-deflections that might require some review. Let's say we wanted to go a little further and get some additional actionable information. I want to get a table that matches up non-deflections with queries so we can see if there's something that helps us determine what our next steps will be. We'll click Add. Choose Table. Narrow it to Custom Events. Then build the table based on the article number and deflection query dimensions, and put the unique event count as a metric. To make sure we're only getting useful information, let's filter out events where the query is blank or not applicable. And add column headers for readability. And now we can see which searches led to non-deflection events on various articles, sorted by count. I'd also like to track satisfaction levels over time, so I'm going to add a time series card. And for all events, because remember, this dimension is being added to every transaction, I can now watch this metric, including average, maximum, and minimum, which are good for my satisfaction level, as well as a sum option which might be useful for some other information you're tracking. And you've got a demonstration of how you might report on the custom events and dimensions you're sending from your Coveo-enabled pages. While tracking deflection-related activity is an important element of a successful self-serve implementation, this is only one application of what we've covered here. These techniques could be used in order to track a much wider array of potentially mission-critical metrics that will allow you to use Coveo's suite of relevance tools to enable your customers, partners, and employees to find the information they need in a workflow so frictionless that it feels like it's been personalized just for them. Thank you for watching this edition of Coveo Bite-Sized Learning. Please share this video with your team and subscribe to the Coveo Insights YouTube channel and our e-learning playlist in order to learn more about using the Coveo suite of relevance tools to make your business personal. For more in-depth training courses, including our classes on KCS, fundamentals and administration of the Coveo platform, beginning and intermediate analytics, and development essentials, please visit www.coveo.com/training.